Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel ChriskaYoga. In today's video, we will be doing a yoga sequence for tight hips. If your hips are tight, that is generally an indication that you are stressed, anxious, maybe emotional about something. We carry a lot of our emotions, our stress, our anxiety in our hip joints, in our hip muscles. So it's always great to release them out and make sure that they are stretched out, relaxed, tension-free, and this is a great sequence to help you do that. Before we get started, if you aren't yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below the video for 2 free yoga classes every single week. It is completely free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a subscriber, as a part of this community. Everyone is so nice and amazing and kind, so definitely hit that subscribe button and join us here. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin by lying on the ground. Once you're lying on your back, we're going to straighten the left leg and hug the right leg in. We're going to, from here, manipulate the leg with just our arms. So release control from your leg and you're just allowing your hands to move the leg at the hip joint forward and backwards. This just adds some mobility into your hip, gently softening it so that we can stretch it a bit deeper throughout the sequence. And you're just moving it repeatedly forward and backwards towards your shoulder. Using your hands, releasing control from the leg completely. From here, hold on to the pinky toe side of your right foot with your right hand. Raise the leg so the bottom of the right foot is facing the ceiling and bring your right knee in towards your right armpit. This is half happy baby on the right. So from here, place your left hand on your left thigh to help ground the hip down towards the floor and remain here for several deep breaths. Release your hand from the foot and release the leg down onto the ground, and we'll take that entire sequence on the other side. Keep both feet active and engaged, and we're going to move the left leg forwards and backwards. Using the hands, releasing control from the left leg completely, and just gently softening the hip joint so that you can get a bit more mobility in the joint. From here, hold on to the pinky toe side of your left foot, raising the leg. Bring the bottom of your foot to facing the ceiling, the knee towards your left armpit. Place your right hand on your right thigh to ground it down towards the floor, and relax here in your half happy baby pose. Release your hand from your foot, release your leg down onto the ground, and we're going to take thread the needle pose. Bending both of your legs, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and bring your right knee out to the side. Holding on to the hamstring with both of your hands, lifting the left leg off the ground. Flex both of your feet and hold here as you hug your legs in towards your shoulders, stretching the right hip, the outer edge of your right hip and your glute, softening the left hip socket in and breathing here. Release your hands from your leg. Set your left foot down onto the ground and release your foot from your ankle. Switch sides. Take the left ankle, cross it over the right thigh, bring the knee out to the side. Lift the right leg off the ground. Hold on to the hamstring with both of your hands. Keep both of your feet flexed, hugging the legs in towards the shoulders. Feeling a stretch in the outer edge of your left hip, softening the hip sockets in. Breathing deeply here. Release your hand from your leg, uncross your ankle, roll onto the right side of your body. Use your hands to help you come up, and we'll come through hands and knees position. From here, we're going to step the right leg forward, in between the hands, bringing the right knee directly above the right ankle, and the back leg is on the diagonal. You're gently pressing the hips down towards the floor, looking down, breathing here, and relax into this stretch, feeling a stretch in the front of your left hip, softening the right hip socket into flexion. And breathe here. From here, we're going to take this a bit deeper. Bring the hands on the big toe side of your foot on the ground and walk the foot all the way out to the edge of your yoga mat. Feel free to stay up on the hands, or for an even deeper hip stretch, drop down onto your forearms and sink those hips down towards the floor once again, looking down, breathing here. Slowly come up onto your hands if you aren't already. Walk your foot back into the center line of your body. Bring your hands to frame your right foot once again. And from here, we're going to continue to walk that foot over to the left. Press into the ground with your hands so that you can shift your weight, bringing your outer edge of your shin onto the ground and the left heel in towards the hip. Feel free to place a blanket underneath your hips for some extra support here. And wherever you are in your pigeon pose, be sure your foot is pointed back behind you and the top of your left leg is on the ground. And walk your hands down, bringing your head to the floor. You can place your head on top of your hands, stacking your hands on top of one another. And remain here, sinking your hips into pigeon pose. Slowly lift your head off the ground, bring yourself up out of your forward fold. Tuck your left toe, press into the ground with your hands, and then send your right leg back, coming onto your knee. We'll take that whole sequence with lunge and pigeon pose on the other side. So step your left foot forward, bringing your left knee directly above the ankle on the left side, sinking the hips down towards the floor, stretching the front of your right hip, softening the left hip socket. Remain here, breathing deeply. From here, bring your hands on the big toe side of your foot, walking the left foot out to the left, to the edge of your yoga mat. You can remain here on your hands or drop down onto your forearms. Once you're settled in this pose, sink your hips down towards the floor and breathe. Bring yourself back up onto your hands. Bring your hands to frame your left foot, walking your foot back towards the right, and then keep walking that foot to the right edge of your yoga mat. Press into the ground with both of your hands so you can shift and bring the outer edge of your left shin to the ground. Your left heel is by your right hip. Wherever you are, if you have a blanket underneath your hips, find your pigeon pose. The top of your right leg is on the floor behind you, foot is pointed backwards. And when you're settled, come into your forward fold. Stacking your hands, the opposite hand on top this time, elbows out to the side as we did on the other side, and bring your forehead to your hands and hold here. Slowly lift yourself up, back out of your forward fold, tuck your right toe, press into the ground with both of your hands, send your leg back, coming onto your knee. And from here, make your way to lying on your back once again. Bring your feet to meet each other at the center line of your body and your knees out to the side. Feel free to place props underneath your knees if this hip stretch is too intense for the hips or the inner thighs. Wherever you choose to be here, you can place your hands down on the floor with your palms facing up by your sides. Close your eyes and begin to deepen your breath. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Quiet your mind. Focus all of your attention on your inhales and your exhales. And remain here. Bring some slight motion back into your body by gently moving your hands, your arms, your feet. Use your hands to help your legs back in towards each other to meet. And then roll onto the right side of your body. Remove your props if you are using them. Rest here with your arm underneath your head for support. Use your hands to help you come up to a seated, cross-legged position. Cross your shins, flex your feet underneath your knees. Bring your hands to your legs. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. Take a moment to say thank you to yourself for taking the time out of your busy day to practice yoga and do what you need to do to be healthy. And bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest. Bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments you might have in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for 2 free yoga classes every single week. It is completely free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a part of this community that is growing every single day with awesome and amazing people, so definitely subscribe. For even more yoga from me, helpful yoga tips, advice, yoga resources, free yoga challenges, visit my website ChriskaYoga.com. And don't forget to also follow me on Instagram at ChriskaYoga for daily yoga updates, inspiration, motivation, advice and tips, just more yoga content from me on a daily basis. Head on over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. All of the links are listed in the description box below this video. Thank you so much. See you next time.